Greetings, programs! It's Drax here once again, here coming from my domicile, my home. Oh wow, there's a really fancy car out there. I don't know if you guys can see this. Whoa. Look at that thing. It's a Corvette Stingray. Anyway, so I'm just kind of hanging out at home. Just me. Girls are over at Grandma's house. Nikki's at work. I've already been running a few chores that I can get done while it's kind of nice and quiet. Getting some things cleaned. Getting dinner going. As a matter of fact, let me show you what I got going for dinner. Barbecued chicken in the crock pot. Look at this. Oh, it's going to be delicious. It's got a few more hours before it's actually ready to go, but it will be delicious. Until then, I mean, I've already gone to the store and grabbed a few things that we were going to get on the weekend, but it's easier if I just take care of it. Now, no plans on going out to do anything else. I think I'm just going to putter around, get some other little things done, and I'll take you guys along. Yeah, a relaxing day today. Quick update on yesterday. So my neighbor who had the water heater that was severely leaking out of the back of their house that I noticed yesterday, they came home today. They were on vacation, and I let them know as soon as I saw them. I said, hey, we got them shut off your water and everything. So she tells me, oh yeah, before we left we knew that and I tried to fix it. You knew it was severely leaking out of your house? And I mean, it was gushing out of the house. This was just pouring out of the house. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how do you leave that? How do you leave that and just be like, oh, I'm just going to go on vacation now, knowing that my house is getting destroyed from the inside? And I mean, this wasn't just a drip. It was pouring out of this house. But she explained she already knew it, and they had the water cut off. I told them we took care of that, and they're going to try and fix it, and hopefully they can get their water up and running again. I guess it was just a little part or something they already knew about. But still, it's like, how do you... I don't even get it. It's funny, though, too, because I had a similar situation a few years back when I first moved into this house. We had gone on vacation and left my sister here to watch the house. Well, while we were gone, the house was so brand new, we didn't check all the little things in the house. And apparently when they hooked up the washer dryer, they actually left it a little bit loose, so it was leaking. And it was just a little tiny leak. We didn't notice it. And so what had happened is that over time it pooled in the hallway. And after it had pooled in the hallway, it caused an issue like right underneath the carpeting there. And it was right over here, right over in this area where I was walking by earlier, all up in here, I guess. It was wet. So I'm all the way in Florida. We're actually at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida at the time. And I get a call. Hey, your house is flooding. I'm like, great, that's what I want to hear while I'm on vacation. So I tell her, get a hold of our dad. Come on over, have him shut off all the water and everything. So he came over, shut off the water, got it taken care of. Thankfully, it didn't cause any super permanent damage. I mean, the house was brand new. It was a 2008, and it was in 2008 that this happened. So he comes over, shuts it off. When we get back, we find out, okay, it was just a little leak on there. Tighten it down, no big deal after that. But what happened over here was just gushing, pouring water. I mean, it was like something out of a cartoon, just water, just pressurized hot water flowing out of this thing. A little T-valve had gone kablooey on it. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, you know, stuff like that can be repaired and can be replaced. So I decided what I'm going to do is I did a little waxing on my car yesterday. I actually did this side of the car. It's nice and super shiny. What I'm going to do is actually finish up the other side, which is this one here. Not as shiny. A lot of little problems with it. I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so step one is complete. I've actually gone ahead and used a rubbing compound to get anything that was on there off. Get a nice base for the wax. This is what I use. It's the Ultimate Compound by Meguiar's. Probably the best that I've used. It's easy to go on. Now the only thing is, if you're using it in the direct sunlight, it's incredibly hard to get off if it sits on for a while. So you have to actually wipe it off really quickly as you're putting it on. It's not like wax though. You don't want to let it linger on there for a while. If you let it stay on, it's going to stay on. So get it off as soon as you can. That'll remove any impurities on the top coat there so that you can put down your wax. And for that wax, I use a Turtle Wax super hard shell. Basically their regular wax. It goes on really nice, comes off really nice, gives you the best shine that you could possibly get. All right, I don't know if you can see really well, but I've got the wax on. I've got all these swirls on there. It's gonna look nice and cloudy for a little bit, but you let that sit on there for a minute, and then it just rubs off with a microfiber cloth. So I got a whole bunch of these real cheap that you can find. It's nice that I got this out when the overcast comes on. The sun's behind some clouds right now. When the sun hits wax, it's a lot harder to come off, but it will come off. But this will make it a lot easier, and it's about 80 degrees here in Michigan, so it's not too much fun, which is why I'm only doing a couple sections at a time. Makes it a lot easier to do. All right, and now we got the finished product. Super mirror-like. Takes a little bit of effort, but if you do it right, you get a lot of awesome results, and it protects your paint job for a long time. When I got this car, the paint was not in the greatest of shape. A lot of swirl marks, a lot of dents and pivots and all kinds of stuff. But using the rubbing compound, the Ultimate compound, and then waxing regularly is going to make sure that that paint stays in good shape for a lot longer time. Well, I think at this point, I'm gonna have to call it a day because I'm really tired from doing that whole side. Like I said, I just do little bits and pieces of it because doing the whole car is quite a bit of effort, quite a bit of work, and I just don't have all of that in me right now. So from me to you and Align.